Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lemoore for the 2025 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament, day number 2 of the tournament here. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com, and thanks for joining us on the pregame report here. We got another 4 games lined up for you. We'll kind of run down the brackets, what all happened yesterday, and of course, what's coming up for today. And we'll be joined by Chase Miller later on as well. I'll be covering the first 2 games here for you, and then Chase will be covering the last 2. So another 4 games on the docket. We'll start today with 8 teams, and then we'll be down to 6 later on tonight as elimination day here. So we'll eliminate 2 teams. First 2 games are elimination games, as it's a double elimination style tournament. So whoever loses the next 2 games will be done in the tournament. They have gone 0-2 in the tournament. The winners move on, and then of course we got the winner brackets game coming up later on. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making it possible for complete coverage on yourliveevent.com for the State Babe Ruth tournament. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, Monday, and possibly Tuesday. So a lot of games coming up here for you still. So thanks again to all of our sponsors. Thanks for watching. I want to thank everybody here in Lemoore for their hospitality, including tournament manager Greg Peterson, assistant tournament manager Roger Potts for everything they've done for us and bringing you the games, bringing you this tournament here in Lemoore. So awesome job, great venue here for the tournament. So we appreciate everybody here in Lemoore for all their hard work. A lot of stuff goes into these tournaments, a lot of work, a lot of preparation. So a lot of people involved down here. So we really appreciate it. So we'll take our first break and then we'll come back. We'll talk about the brackets. We also got a chance to talk with both head coaches for Burlington and Park River. And then, of course, we'll get to the starting lineups. All right, we'll be back right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search Your Live Event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Welcome back to Townsend Field here in Lemoore. It's the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament on yourliveevent.com. We got another 4 games on the schedule here for you, so let's check out that bracket. The bracket breakdown brought to you by Chris Moen Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. So let's kind of recap what happened yesterday, and then we'll talk about today. So the first game yesterday, Gwinner beat Burlington 4-0. Castleton over Park River 2-1. Central McLean Cougars over Bottineau 3-2. And then the last game last night, the host fell to Thompson Tommy 6-1. So this sets up the schedule for today. So our first 2 games are elimination games. So we'll start here at 11 o'clock. So probably another 15 minutes away from first pitch. So Burlington will take on Park River. And the winner will move on and play tomorrow at noon. The loser is done for the tournament, and they will have gone 0-2 in this tournament. So 1:30 today, Bottineau will take on the host Lemoore. So kind of the same thing there. The winner moves on. Loser's done for the year. They would have gone 0-2 in the tournament. And then our winners brackets games at 4 o'clock will be Gwinner and Castleton. So that's 4 o'clock this afternoon. And then 6:30 tonight, Central McLean and Thompson. So that's what's all lined up here for you. Day two of the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament continues today with 4 games. And then tomorrow at noon, we'll start at noon with the loser out brackets again. So noon, 2:30, and 5 o'clock tomorrow. So there'll be 3 games tomorrow, all of them for you right here on your live event. And then on Monday, we'll have games starting at noon for you. Again, I think there's 2 on Monday and then maybe 1 on Tuesday. So that's how it all continues here for the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament, the 2025 version 8-team double elimination bracket. And we'll start today with 8 teams. We'll be down to 6 after today. So, all right, that's our bracket breakdown brought to you by Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company. All right, we'll be back with American Crystal Sugar starting lineups, plus our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Coach for Park River joins us now, Will Magnuson. Our coach's interview is brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank right here on YourLiveEvent.com. We're at the 2025 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. Thanks, Will, for joining us here. Let's talk about yesterday's matchup. Boy, it was tight when you guys led 1-0 through 6, but Castleton got those 2 runs and proved to be the game winner in that bottom of the 6th there.
Yeah, that was just a good game. Our pitcher, threw lights out basically the whole game. We had no earned runs the whole game, and just a couple mistakes costed us. We just beat ourselves, and I think we're settled in now, and I think we're going to play some great baseball the rest of the way.
So you got Bulldogs today. What do you got to do to get that victory and avoid elimination today?
Yeah, I think we just got to capitalize on our scoring chances. We had a lot of guys in scoring position yesterday. Just got to get those runs across and, just not beat ourselves. We just got to play good baseball, clean baseball, and I think we'll be all right if that's the case.
Double elimination style tournaments. So, you can lose one of these tournaments, but, you got to come back through the brackets, and it's a long ways to get back to that championship, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a long ways to get back, but, I think we got one of the deepest pitching staffs around, so I think we got the team and the staff to do it. Well, just leave it all out there and see what happens.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Welcome back to the pregame report on YourLiveEvent.com. It's day 2 of the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament here in Lemoore. Our coaches' interviews brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Right now, Aiden Rychek joins us, head coach for the Bulldogs of Burlington. Coach, let's talk about yesterday, first opening day of the tournament, and just got shut out against a tough winter team yesterday, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was hard. Offense didn't really come through like we thought they would, but our pitching was there. Kel Rudacker did all he could do to keep us in that ball game, and our offense just couldn't figure it out.
Okay, so today, loser out situation. You play Park River, a team you haven't met before, and so keys to victory today.
Playing our game, not making errors, throwing strikes, hitting the ball, taking the ball the other way on the ground, making them make the plays for us. But Park River's a good team, so it should be a good game.
Okay, who do you got starting on the mound today for you?
We got Wes Garhoff.
Okay, and how's he been doing this year?
He's been our number 2 all year behind Kale. So he's a little tiny stud. It's not very tall, but he's a little stud.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome back here to Townsend Field in Lemoore. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and our pregame and postgame interviews throughout the tournament brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit dhb.bank. Well, taking another break here. We'll come back with the American Crystal starting lineups next.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in Lemoore, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com. The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
Welcome back here to Townsend Field in Lemoore. It's the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. Game number 1 of day 2. We got loser out game, Burlington and Park River coming up. Let's get to the American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower owned. Visit crystalsugar.com. Let's meet the visitors. First up, that's going to be Park River. So batting leadoff will be the pitcher, Owen Brown. Batting second will be Connor Bernhoft at second base. Batting third will be Jackson Omdahl at short. Cleanup man is Keegan Berg at third. Batting fifth will be Benjamin Schatz. And Schatz is at first. Batting sixth will be the catcher, Colton Graveline. Batting seventh will be the DH, Evan Skibitsky. Batting eighth will be Luke Beneda in right. Batting ninth will be Wyatt Carlson in center. And batting in left field, or playing in left field, is Eli Beneda. So that's the starting lineup here for Park River. And head coach is Will Magnuson in his second year for Park River. They are the District 3 champions. Now the home team. And Burlington Bulldogs head coach Aiden Rychek in his first year. Batting leadoff pitching will be Wes Karhoff. Batting second will be Owen Hansen at short. Batting third will be Cale Rodacker at first. Batting cleanup, Brady Bachmeyer at catching. Fifth is the center fielder, Tate Tudall. Sixth is second baseman, Mason Rist. Seventh is Easton Rackness at third. Eighth is the DH, Cole Sarda. Ninth, Cooper Rackness in right. And left fielder is Tegan Blums. So that's the lineup for the District 1 champs. Burlington Bulldogs. That's the starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. And we are going to have our first pitch brought to you by Bank North coming up. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. Visit banknorth.bank today. All right. We should be set for action here. So Karhoff on the mound for Burlington. First pitch coming across. And be coming across at 10:59. So 1 minute ahead of schedule. It's 0-1, or 1-0. Owen Brown at the plate for the Pirates. Pitch number 2 of the game is ball 2. So 2-0 now. So Bank North first pitch. Thank you, Bank North, and all of our great sponsors once again. Here's the pitch. Ball. So 3-0 to start this one from Karhoff.
This is always an interesting game for both of these teams, right? They both maybe felt like they could have won one yesterday, Greg, as you talked about in the pregame show. So how do you come back? A really good start can go a long way. Try to make a little rally to go through now the long way of the losers bracket for our first 4 teams here today.
There's a strike from Karhoff. Karhoff, the righty on the mound for the Bulldogs, delivers. There's a swing and a miss, 3-2 now. So full count. That's brought to you by Chris Moen. Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company. Payoff coming up from the righty Karhoff. Popped up. Might be playable. Catcher going over to the on deck underneath. And, can't make quite the play there. Bounces off the glove. So Brown gets a break, stays alive.
Not as much wind blowing from the south here today, Greg, as we saw yesterday, but still it might, again, if you hit one to right, you better get a good chunk of it to try to get over that right fielder. And fortunate for Botno that one was, attempted in foul territory.
And the pitch. So now that's lifted to left field. That'll be a leadoff single for Brown. So Brown gets things going here. Runner at first. Now it'll be Bernhoft. Our game time temperature, 79 degrees here in Lemoore. Got a heat advisory in effect, noon to 8 today, and winds about 10 out of the south. We had 15 to 20 mile an hour winds yesterday, so yeah, definitely a little more less wind, and I think it's even gonna be hotter than yesterday if that's possible, I guess.
Hope for some shade, right?
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Here's a strike. The 0-1 to Bernhoff. So Botno and Lemoore coming up after this one, another loser out situation. Karhoff checks first, delivers, runner goes. There's a strike, throw down a second, and not in time. So Brown will be standing at second base.
Stolen Base brought to you in part by S&T Quick Stop in Thompson. Fast, friendly, your local groceries, deli, favorite snacks, and more. S&T Quick Stop.
Runner at second, Brown. So runner in scoring position. Time is called. So Park River trying to put something together here right away, and that gets a visit to the mound. Visits to the mound brought to you by Lemoore Drug Store. Real quick visit there between pitcher and catch. Lemoore Drug Store here in town and the Bank North Mall. All right. Karhoff gets the sign from Bachmeyer. Here's a pitch. There's a called strike 3. So Bernhoff gets caught looking for out number 1.
A really good pitch there on the way by Karhoff. Greg on the outer part of the plate just kind of froze Bernhoff. Maybe wasn't expecting that particular pitch.
And the set delivery from Karhoff. There's a swing and a fly ball way up there, but foul. We forgot our first hit of the ball games brought to you by First Care Health Center. First Care Health Center. Hometown healthcare is a home run with First Care Health Center in Park River. Here's the pitch. Missing. This will be 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, they cover a little bit of everything, Greg, from physical, occupational, speech therapy, all different ages, you and me included if we need to be there in Park River.
Nice. Here is a throw to second and back safely. Let's meet the defense here for Burlington. We got Brady Bachmeyer catching. Rodacher at first, Wrist at second, Owen Hansen at short, Easton Raskness in third. At third, Blums in left, Tudall in center, and Cooper Rackness in right. That's head coach Rychek. There's a ball. 2-1 now to Omdahl. I didn't see the ups. Who do we all got out there? Double check.
And Dan Haugen's calling balls and strikes.
And the pitch. Popped up again. Pitcher calling it off the mound to his left and makes the grab right off the mound. Nice play by Karhoff. So Omdahl is out on a pop-up to the pitcher and 2 down.
Also got Eric Olson out there, and it looks like Brady Thielgis is out there as well here for our 3-man umpiring crew. Brady up the third baseline, Eric Olson up the first baseline.
Dan Haugen also, I think, the District 6 Babe Ruth manager too, I believe. Here is the pitch. There's a ball low. Runner goes to third. It's a 1-hop throw down to third. Runner safe. So Brown at third now with 2 down. So Berg, a nice little hit, will get him in the first run of the ball game here in the top of the first. Karhoff delivers 1-0. That's low, and they're going to try and take home as the ball gets away, and they will get across. So Brown might be a pass ball there. I don't know, kind of low though, but
well, that's what small ball does for you, right? You get a single, get 2 stolen bases. All of a sudden, you put yourself at third, and another chance to score, and able, as you said, able to get that first run of the game there, Greg.
1-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, and there's a. Let's see, first strike now to Berg. So 2-1, bases clear now. And the pitch. That's ripped to center field. That'll be another hit. So Berg gets a second hit for Park River. Another single here in the top of the first. Runner at first now. That'll bring up Benjamin Schatz. Reminder again, our first hit of the game brought to you by First Care Health Center.
And if you're Park River here, good start, right? You bring that first run in, you kind of can take the monkey off your back, so to speak. And when you get that first run across.
There's a ball. Runner goes down to second, throw, and not in time. That's a strike. So Berg at second with a stolen base. Another runner in scoring position here for the Pirates.
S&T Quick Stop being kept busy so far for our stolen bases. That's 3 for the Pirates here in the half inning.
And the pitch. Low. Yep, S&T Quick Stop, your local go-to for groceries, deli, favorite snacks, and more in Thompson. Shots. That one's going to get away again, and that'll take the runner to third.
A little more of the pass ball variety on it, but regardless here, you can just, again, going back to previous comment was you get that opening run across, Greg, can just relax everybody a little bit, throughout the rest of the game, right off the bat in a loser-out contest.
Karhoff delivers. Popped up and probably back out of play, so it'll be a foul ball. 2-2 to Benjamin Schatz at the plate.
Well, it's brought to you in part by Lamore Hardware. Go online to lamorehardware.com. And again, it's lamorehardware.com.
Karhoff delivers. Nice big bender and just missing a bit high. Count full. Count full. Full count brought to you by Chris Moen. And Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Swinging a foul.
The one thing, Greg, you always take a look at the pitch count. This would be pitch number 25 here in the top of the first inning, but the Pirates to this point still only one run across.
Karhoff delivers. Got a piece, stays alive at 3-2 still. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Benjamin Schatz at the plate.
Schatz having a nice long battle right here, seeing a lot of pitches. We'll see if him or Karhoff's going to win this battle.
Set and 3-2. It's going to be a walk. So that'll put runners at the corners and 2 down for Colton Graveland. And now the ball is going to get away, and that'll take the runner at home. So good base running there by Berg. As the ball got away and Berg took off. So Berg at home for another run.
Yeah, there is no time called, and then once it goes off the mitt, especially with the runner at third with 2 outs, right? If that is not backed up by the second baseman or shortstop, a lot of times you'll see the second or shortstop come through, and if you're a catcher, you kind of throw it, and it's just so common just to make the throw to the pitcher ready for the pitcher, but sometimes you might have a guy that steps off the mound a little bit and is not necessarily ready for that. So now all of a sudden Gray gets 2-0 here on the scoreboard. Here 2 runs across here for Park River, as they're able to plate another one and see if they can keep the line a moving here in the top of the first.
So Mound visit brought to you by Lemoore Drugstore, located in the Bank North Mall here in Lemoore. Throw to first. Back safely as a runner. More drug from prescription requests and OTC medications. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Lemoore Drugstore. Of course, school's coming up. You got to get your supplies. Here's the pitch. High, runner goes, throw down, and not in time. So shot safe at second base now.
4th stolen base. Also, they gave the air there to the catcher, throwing it back to the pitcher to allow the runner from third to come in just a few moments ago with Berg there.
Oh, okay. It wasn't air. Here's the pitch now. Popped up. Shallow right. First baseman backpedaling, and makes the grab. Nice play there by Rodacher. Kept his eye on it and had a backpedal and brings it in off the bat of Graveland. So Graveland is out on a pop-up, and that's going to do it here at the first inning. But Park River scores first. They put up 2. So 2-0 with Burlington coming to bat. We'll have it for you next right here on yourliveevent.com.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology. It's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Welcome back to Townsend Field here in Lemoore, North Dakota. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. We got Chase Miller joining us as well. And we're heading into the home half of the first inning. Burlington will bat as Park River leads it 2-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And we are broadcasting from the Ground North Coffee and Boutique broadcast booth today and throughout the tournament. Go to groundnorthboutique.com for high quality, affordable fashion, or stop in for different tea and coffee brew options. So Ground North Coffee and Boutique. All right, so Burlington will have Karhoff, Hansen, and Rodacher to face Owen Brown. So Brown on the mound here for Park River, taking his warm-ups to Colton Graveland. Meet the defense here for the Pirates. Benjamin Schatz at first. You got Bernhoft at second. Jackson Omdahl at short. Keegan Berg at third. Eli Beneda on left. Wyatt Carlson in center. And Luke Beneda in right field for Will Magnuson in his second year coaching Babe Ruth baseball. Before coaching Babe Ruth, Will spent several years coaching Legion baseball and at Valley City State University. All righty, here we go. First pitch, and it's inside to Wes Karhoff. So 1-0.
Speaking of pitching, Amdahl probably had one of the more masterful games that we might see in all the tournament, that back and forth with Carver Kozowski in that opening round game here. So whoever else comes up for Park River throughout the weekend, they got a tall lineup to try to match.
Here's a grounder back to the pitcher and fires across. Nice play, 1-3. Karhoff is retired. So 1 down now. So 1 down, 1 up and 1 down. Here's Owen Hansen for Burlington. Throughout the tournament, I think they're doing it throughout the tournament for a home team. It's decided by a coin flip.
Yep. Yeah, interesting. The last night's game with Thompson and Lemoore, that Lemoore A's were the visiting team because of that reason, Greg.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's a strike. Owen Hansen. Yep, Lemoore A's coming up next. They'll face Botno. Elimination game. We had some really good games yesterday. Expecting another good day. Here's a swing and a foul. A lot of tight games yesterday. 2 games decided by 1 run. A shutout. That Thompson-Lemoore game was close through 6, and then Thompson put up some runs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Hansen strikes out for out number 2. Now Rodacher. Talking to Coach Magnuson, and he was saying that Park River has a pretty deep pitchers, so they can go pretty. So he was thinking they can keep a lot of arms out there for, with the loser brackets. You got to come back a long ways to get back into a championship or close to it or whatever. Here's the pitch, and let's see, 1-1.
The other thing to your point, Greg, is if you can maybe 10-run rule someone, right? If you get a couple runs early, you get 3 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second.
Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Rodacher.
All of a sudden, now you don't need to get those extra 3, 6 potential, outs as the game moves along, which is large once you have to come back through a loser bracket.
Pitch from the righty Brown. Grounder. Third base plays the hop and throws over and out. So 5-3, Rodacher is retired. 1-2-3 inning. All right, through 1, it's 2-1, 2-0. Park River leads Burlington on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Lemoore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools from the M18 8-amp Forge battery on sale, $50 off, or buy a 2-pack 6-amp high-out battery and receive a M18 inflator or grease gun for free while supplies last. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lemoore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go to LemooreHardware.com. That's LemooreHardware.com. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back to Townsend Field in Lemoore, North Dakota. We're heading to top of the second. Park River leads Burlington 2-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. You can visit dhb.bank and First Care Health Center. They want to thank shout out to them as well for the first hit of the game. Hometown Health is a home run with First Care Health Center in Park River, from clinic and hospital care to specialty services, and they got you covered. So First Care Health Center, thank you so much in Park River, and of course all of our sponsors again. So we would not be here without them, so we really appreciate it. All right, so Skibitsky leads it off. First offering to Skibitsky, misses outside, so it'll be 1-0 from Karhoff. 7, 8, 9 batters here. Skibitsky, Bennett, and Carlson. For Park River, That one's low. 2-0 now. Karhoff, yeah, what was that? 27 pitches that first inning? 28. Here's
28,
the pitch.
yeah.
Swing and a miss. 2-1.
Last yesterday against Castleton, 7, 8, and 9 batters went 0 for 8 here for the Pirates with 7 strikeouts. So I'd like to put the ball in play here today, bottom third. And we always talk about, Greg, we said it yesterday, if you can get a good 8, 9 batter sometimes, they can really turn the table over for that top of the lineup.
Yeah, the pitcher's a strike. Evens count at 2-2. Yeah, we're in for some heat today. It's heat advisory, so drink plenty of water. Players got to make sure they stay hydrated out there. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball. 3-2. At least the sun's under the clouds a little bit.
The corn loves it though.
Corn loves, yeah, they love this. Corn loves this weather. That's right. Yep. Here's the pitch. Oh, called strike 3. Skibitsky thought it was ball 4, but it's gonna be a strikeout for Karhoff. 1 up and 1 down.
Second strikeout there for Karhoff. Got Bernhoff in the first. Gets Skibitsky. Both strikeouts looking as well here early on.
Beneda now digs in. Here's a pitch to Beneda. Sails high, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. To come into Lemoore on, I think it's 13. There's a Lemoore sign. There's a nice cornfield behind it, so really cool. Here's a grounded to short. Shortstop should be routine and fires over. Low throw, but Rodacher digs it out. 6-3 on the putout. 2 down. Carlson now. Yeah, Lemoore right by the James River. It's kind of really cool coming in from the west there from Edgeley, west of Edgeley, or east of Edgeley, I guess.
Not too far from the golf course.
Mm-hmm. Pitch high. 1-0, Carlson. Here's the pitch from Karhoff. Tries to get one in there. Gets it to catch the corner. 1-1.
Went back to Rodacher. He did a nice job putting his foot on the base on a throw that was a little off there from the shortstop, Hansen. Really good job getting that out.
It's a rip to right field. That should drop for a hit. It does. Opposite field single for Carlson. That'll be, I think, the 3rd hit of the ball game now. So runner at first with 2 down. Here's Owen Brown, the leadoff man. So there you go. That number 9 batter getting that single.
See if you get a little 2-out rally going here. As you mentioned, 3 hits, all of them singles the first time through here for the Pirates against Karhoff.
Karhoff checks first, fires. Runner goes. Ball, throw down, and it's off target. So runner's safe. Carlson at second. Win on the first pitch.
To my knowledge, that's now 5 S&T quick stops, stolen bases. So
wow.
The strategy's pretty on point here. If you get on base, they're running for Park River.
There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Owen Brown. Brown won singled his first time up, so he's got 1 of the 3 hits for the Pirates. And the pitch. Ball. 2-1.
Going to go through your scouting report, right? You maybe see a team from the day prior. You're just going to see different areas on what you might want to exploit.
Big swing and a miss by Brown, 2-2.
And what Park River has said, either the pitcher is not going to hold the runner on quick enough, or maybe you feel like you can take advantage of a catcher who might not have as strong of an arm sometimes as well.
Curve, a slow roller. Pitcher has to go to his left. Gloves and underhands to first for the out. Nice play by Karhoff. So 1-3 on the putout, and that's going to do it here for Park River. Leave a runner stranded, and no runs across. All right, we'll head now to the home half of the second. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's still 2-0 Park River.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neillsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Welcome back. Home half of the second here in Lemoore. It's an elimination game. We got first game of 4 today during day 2 of the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. And Park River right now leads this one 2-0 over Burlington. If, the winner of this one advances to action tomorrow at noon in another elimination game. So they'd play, let's see, they would play the loser of game 2 or game 3, actually, I think.
Yeah, Central McLean and Thompson. They
Oh,
would play
game 4 then, yeah. Okay.
Loser of.
Okay. All right. Bachmeyer digs in. Pitch from Brown of Park River. Low. 1-0. So 4, 5, 6 batters for Burlington here. Bachmeyer, Tudal, and Wrist. And the pitch. Low or 2-0 now. Bounces off the glove of Graveland.
And Brown did a good job. Only 10 pitches he had to throw there, Greg, in that first inning to get 3 outs.
2-0 coming in. Swing and a miss by Bachmeyer. And the pitch. Got a piece, and it's going to be a foul. And nice reflexes over there in Park River dugout.
And Maddox Jorgensen came there. He doesn't even need a glove. Gives a little tip of the cap to the hometown faithful 5 feet away. That was a good web gem.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. And foul. Roller foul about 5-10 feet over there at third. Another foul. So we got a foul ball brought to you by Lemoore Hardware. Lemoore Hardware is your community one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Visit LemoreHardware.com. And the pitch. Pitch is high. Count full. Count full brought to you by Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company in Grand Forks and Nelson County. This ball is going to be a walk for Bachmeyer. He's at first.
Bachmeyer took as nearly many pitches in his one at bat as the team did in the first inning.
Take Tudal. Face Browning here for the first time this morning. Still, we're in the morning. 3 more games yet today. Throw to first. Back safe as a runner. Shots holding the runner on over there. Bachmeyer at first. Number 45 sets, delivers. It'll be a bunt and pops foul. 0-1 to Tudal.
You got the actual turf circle at home plate, and you kind of got the old AstroTurf walk-up from the dugouts. If a ball hits that old AstroTurf, it could take a little funky hop at times.
And the pitch. Runner goes, swung at one upstairs, and it's going to be a high throw. Runner will be safe. So Bachmeyer safe at second, and that's a S&T stolen base. S&T quick stop in Thompson. And the pitch. Roller to first. First baseman takes kind of a sharp hop, but plays it nicely and retires the batter. Tudal.
And smart baseball, right? You get into scoring position. Tudal behind the count 0-2. Just want to put the ball in play on the right-hand side, able to execute it perfectly. And now you give Mason coming up here to the plate, chance to drive in the first run here for Burlington.
Runner at third, only one down. Here's the pitch. Kind of a quarter swing. It's going to be called a strike. It's 0-1 to Mason Wrist. And the pitch. Swung through it. 0-2. Wrist quickly down here from Owen Brown. The 0-2 coming in. Missing low. First ball. 1-2 now to Wrist. On deck here is Easton Rackness for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs 18-3 now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Wrist strikes out for out number 2. Big cut there. Here's Rackness.
Second strikeout for Brown so far. Facing just one over the minimum after that walk to Bachmeyer early in this game.
Full line in the delivery. There's a strike to Easton Rackness. 0-1. There's a rip. Foul. Bachmeyer went sailor right by him over there at third. The 0-2, so Rackness quickly down here again. You're going to have to tell us about the wiffle ball championships this morning. You were in Valley City bright and early this morning.
Yeah, Wiffle Ball World Series, always a fun time.
Here's the pitch. High. Nice grab by Gravelin.
Gravelin probably just saved a run right there,
Yeah.
to your point. Yeah,
Mhm.
Wiffle Ball World Series. 13 years they've done it, and Valley City, this will be the final year. They're raising money for different charities. This year, Landon's Light, they're raising money for.
Hopped up in the infield. Second baseman coming over and makes the routine play. So Bernhoff makes the put out. Rackness is retired. Okay, that's going to do it here for Burlington. To leave a runner stranded. No runs across. And we will go now to the top of the third. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Park River 2, Burlington 0.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. We got Chase Miller. We're in the top of the third. Park River leads at 2-0. And here in the top of the third, Park River will send 2-3-4 batters. Bernhoff will lead it off to face Karhoff. So yeah, that was quite the event this morning in Valley City, huh?
Yeah, they had 18 teams. Each team has anywhere from 3 to 5 players, and you bring some loved ones, moms and dads or sons and daughters. They had the NDSU dance team. The Valley City Highlights were there. They had a 4-piece quartet in Valley City that came. So it was a lot of fun. Kind of reminds you of being a kid again, so to speak, because it's playing in someone's backyard. It's the closest thing, I think, to Wrigleyville that you could get playing in someone's, neighborhood-friendly confines.
Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1 to Karhoff. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first at bat. One ball, one strike. That one bounces on the plate. Ball 2. Does that kind of go all day then, or is that kind of just this
Yeah, that's
morning?
going to probably go till midnight.
Oh.
They got games till about 5 o'clock, and then they go into the actual bracket for post play after that.
Here's the pitch. Rip to left. That'll be a hit. And Bernhoff at first base with a leadoff single. 4th hit now for the Park River Pirates. I was going to say the Aggies, but
All those hits so far have been the singles. Now it's second time through the lineup as well here going up against Karhoff.
Amdahl now. Hit the ball on a fly out. Karhoff, runner goes. There's a grounder to third. That's going to get right underneath the glove into left field. And Bernhoff digging for 3, and he'll slide into second. And it takes Amdahl to second, and everybody's going to be safe. So Amdahl a single, then advanced to third there, or second, I guess. So on the throw in.
Yeah, runners in scoring position now. Bernhoff kind of almost deked out the left fielder, rounding second, saw it in front of him, then really turn on the afterburners and really heads up play by Amdahl, waiting to see where the throw was going to be. Once it went to the cutoff and not second base, it allowed him to get to second base.
So the Pirates trying to add to their 2-0 lead here. There's a strike to Berg, who's 1 for 1, a single today. Cleanup man for Park River. Full line of the pitch from Karhoff. Fly ball, center fielder tracking, coming on, and makes the play. The runner, Bernhoff, will tag, and no play, but they go back to second. Runner is safe. It'll be a sac fly off the bat of Berg. And that scores Bernhoff for run number 3.
That was a good play by everybody. Berg put the ball in play. Bernhoff with the tag. Amdahl read the play. Sudal hit the cutoff man, who then fired back to keep the runner at second base. That was just good baseball all the way around, Greg.
Shots. Digs in, and Karhoff looks at the runner, or checks the runner back at second. Amdahl there. And the pitch. Ball 1 to Benjamin Schatz. Walked first at bat against Karhoff.
One thing that is starting to make a note of, you only get 95 pitches in a game, and so far, Karhoff, this will be pitch 53.
And the pitch swung on, popped up in the infield. Second baseman underneath coming on, makes the play right on the edge of the grass there in the infield. And Benjamin Schatz is out on a pop-up. 2 down. Runner stays put at second. Now it's Colton Graveland. So for 1 today. So Graveland, the catcher, will dig in to face Karhoff here in the top of the 3rd. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard 3-0, Park River leading. Karhoff sets, fires. There's a strike, nice pitch to Graveland, 0-1.
Well, Park River sent 6 batters to the plate in the first, 4 in the second, and so far batter number 5 here in inning number 3.
And the pitch. Nice pitch in there for a strike 2.
Large pitch by Karhoff here, Greg. If you can get out of this inning, just giving up 1 run, get another out.
Karhoff gets signed from Bachmeyer, delivers. That one's low. Runner goes to third, throw down, and not in time. And the ball's going to trickle away. And Amdahl off to home plate, sliding in safely. So that's going to be the 4th run of the ball game now for Park River, and they lead it 4-0 over Burlington.
I'm going to get that stolen base, then the air to allow him to come home. But so far, Park River has really put the pressure on running the base pass here, Greg. They are just going all the way around, and now nobody on here after getting that steal to third and coming in to score second run of the inning.
So a visit to the mound brought to you by Lemoore Drugstore. From prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. And, of course, school just around the corner. Let Lemoore Drug help you check off your supply list. Visit LemooreDrugstore.com. Stop in right here in Lemoore while you're in town at Bank North Mall. And I think Lucas Isaacson said school starts the 20th here in Lemoore. I think Carrington's the 19th. So, yeah, it's less than a month away.
Thinking Foreman Gwinner area, they're talking about August 14th.
Oh,
Normally Foreman is a little bit earlier than Gwinner or Milner.
Mm-hmm. Here's a pitch to Graveland. I wanted to swing at that one, but held up, and it'd be called strike 3. So that'll do it here. Now we will head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And your new score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 4-0 Park River.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Welcome back here to Townsend Field in Lemoore. It's the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament going on now through Monday, maybe Tuesday. Our first pitches of the game and double plays throughout the tournament brought to you by Bank North. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit their website, banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC and equal housing lender. So it'll be 8-9-1 batters here for Burlington, Sarda, Rackness, Karhoff. There's a swing and a miss from Sarda, 0-1 from Owen Brown.
Be pitch number 30 now here for Brown.
And the pitch. Strike two, 0-2 to Sarda. Brown gets a sign from Graveland. Kicks and fires. And it's going to be called a ball. 1-2 now to Sarda. And the pitch home just gets a piece, stays alive at 1-2 to Sarda. Fall balls brought to you by Lemoore Hardware. That's in this game and throughout the tournament. Lemoore Hardware. Visit LemooreHardware.com. And the pitch. There's a fly ball in the infield. Easy play for the second baseman, Bernhoff, and it's going to be out.
Sarda just got jammed there. Brown running a fastball up and in, kind of on the hands.
So now Rackness will dig in. Number 9 batter here for the Bulldogs. See what the 9 batter can do against Brown. So I'm going to miss, strike one. And the 0-1 coming in. Swung at one in the dirt. Strike two now to Rackness.
So for Burlington, just hasn't been able to put, back-to-back or every other quality at bat, one runner on so far against Brown.
Slow roller, pitcher charge. And bare hands goes to first, and it's going to be out number 2. So Rackness retired on the 1-3. 2 down.
First time through the lineup, Greg. 36 pitches, only one base runner, Bachmeyer with the walk. Otherwise, Brown has been flawless so far.
Gets a sign, faces Wes Karoff, who grounded out his first at bat. There's a ball inside, 1-0 to Karoff. So Karoff, the leadoff man for the Bulldogs of Burlington and District 1 champs. That's going to be a ball high. They beat Renville County in the first championship game. Their assistant coach is Shane Carey. And pitch 2-1 now, so a strike called to Karoff. And the pitch. There's a one hopper to short, deep short, fires across, stand out. Nice play by Omdahl. And Karoff is out on the 6-3. All right, 1-2-3 inning. We will now head to the top of the fourth and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard 4-0 Park River.
Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
We're live in Lemoore for the 2025 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament Day 2 today. And we got 4 games for you. This is game 1 of 4. So elimination games, first two games, and we got Botno Lemoore coming up next, 1:30, followed by Gwinner and Castleton, and Central McLean and Thompson. Bracket breakdown brought to you by Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company. Some pretty good games again, Chase. And day one was pretty good. There were a lot of close games yesterday.
So. I think day one, if you would have bracketed to say equal level of competition just from across the board, you pretty much had it for all four games. Our largest margin of victory was 5 in the opening round.
Pitch is ball 2 now to Skibitsky from West Karhoff. Skibitsky struck out first time facing the righty.
We haven't had to talk about the mercy rule or 10-run rule or anything either, Greg.
That one's low. 3-0 now to Skibitsky. Yeah, it's usually you get maybe one game that's a 10-run rule, but yeah, that's pretty good baseball yesterday. Here's the pitch. It's outside. That's going to be a walk. So Skibitsky at first.
Single free pass for Karhoff here. I wonder what Park River will be doing with the run around the base pass. The theme has been run and get into scoring position.
So Beneda now will dig in. Number 8 batter. He's 0 for 1. Karhoff looks over at first, sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Beneda. Righty versus righty. Karhoff fires. Way high. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch popped up and right over our heads. 1-2. Had been about 5 feet lower. That would have came right at us.
We need a net.
We need a net. Yep.
We need about a 5x5 net. Then maybe we might get something fishing.
Yeah. Karhoff checks first, fires. Swing just gets a piece, stays alive at 1-2.
Wonder if we can find one at Lemoore Hardware. Gonna have to talk talk to maybe Ryan over there and say what you got to offer. We're not fishing for bass or pike or walleye. We're fishing for baseballs.
Checks first again, fires in. Oh, got him on a nice off speed. Beneda strikes out for out number 1. Nice pitch there.
Yeah, Karhoff's got a strikeout in every inning so far, Greg. He's got 4 Ks, couple walks, 5 hits against so far, 4 runs. A couple have been errors, though, that has allowed a couple runs to come in.
Pitch to Carlson. Back foul. 0-1 to Wyatt Carlson, who singled his first at bat for the number 9 batter.
On a foul ball, brought to you in part by Lemoore Hardware. LemoreHardware.com, Milwaukee Power Tools, that and more they got in store to offer.
And the pitch swung on. That's lifted to left foul. Oh, we got a plane flying over in the back there. Let's see, a crop duster, it looks like.
Also, they got a little bit of sweet picking section, so homemade decor and everything else, which obviously a lot of people like to add some different scenery to the household.
Karhoff again fires. Outside. First ball. 1-2 to Carlson. Throw to first and back safe as a runner. Skibitsky. Karhoff working on the mound for Burlington. Fires in and got him to chase. And it'll be a strikeout. Carlson strikes out for out number 2.
Back-to-back Ks on the way here for Karhoff.
Owen Brown, 1 for 2 today. Single and a ground out last at bat. So Reddy digs in to face Wes Karhoff. Allen bounces to the plate, gets away. Runner will take second, no problem. So Skibitsky at second now. Runner in scoring position here with 2 down. And the pitch. There's a strike. Coming right up around. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Also a note, starting to see Park River get a couple guys loose down the left field line with Brown at 40 pitches. He could come back and not have to waste a day tomorrow to rest.
There's a grounder and foul.
If Park River is able to go up against Burlington, that's the one thing, right? Especially, I think, more so in some loser brackets games. Do you allow someone just to get as many outs as you can, or do you start piecemealing and figuring out the puzzle throughout the course of a tournament?
More Hardware foul ball. Here might be another one going down the left field line, and it lands foul by 5-10 feet over there. So Lemoore Hardware foul balls is, well, they're your community one-stop shop. Lots of good stuff over there. Go to LemoreHardware.com.
I'll lead off walk in the scoring position, but back-to-back Ks by Karhoff. Has got one good pitch to get out of this inning.
Brown in the box. 1-2 coming from Karhoff. Missing, so it's going to be count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chuck Skavitsky at second, fires in. Swing and a miss, and Karhoff strikes out Brown for out number 3. All right, so they're going to leave a runner stranded. And we'll head now to the home half of the 4th inning. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, your score through 3.5, Park River 4, Burlington 0.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. We got Chase Miller joining us as well. We're in the home half of the 4th, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Park River leads Burlington 4-0. Owen Brown still out there for the Aggies, but the Aggies warming up some arms over there in left field, right, Chase?
Yeah, they had going a little bit Maddox Jorgensen, but you kind of wonder, is it because he's going to pitch? Obviously, if you're Brown here, if you throw over that 45 limit, if you get to 46, then you got to take a day for rest. So maybe you say, let's go up there, get one out, or maybe it's just Jorgensen just trying to stay loose if he's got a chance to come in a little bit later on, potentially, depending on how the rest of this game goes.
First pitch, bottom of the 4th, to lefty Hansen, misses, ball 1.
Just went over the minimum for Brown with 3 innings of work.
So it's going to be a swing and a miss. Hansen struck out his first at bat, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. And it's going to be just right by the plate there, and or a grounder, I should say, and it's going to be out. So Hansen grounds out for out number 1.
And this might be the change. Got your 3 pitches, got the out. And I think we're just going to see Maddox Jorgensen coming in now for Brown, just with the pitch count here.
Great. 43. So he can, if they're still alive, he can come back tomorrow. Or even later today, right? Well, they don't play today if they win, so it'll come back tomorrow.
But to your point, in the losers bracket, they might have to do that a little bit later on if they can keep on winning. But see what the defensive replacements are going to be, and they will make the change here, Greg.
Okay, Lemoore Drugstore is our pitching change sponsor. Lemoore Drugstore, from prescription requests and over-the-counter medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. And visit their website, everything on there, more information, LemooreDrugstore.com, or stop in right here in Lemoore, located in the Bank North Mall. So Lemoore Drugstore, pitching change here, and we'll take a quick 30, and we'll come back to Lemoore right after this.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in Lemoore, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com.
Welcome back here to Lemoore. New pitcher for Park River now is Maddox Jorgensen, number 13. He'll come in. And Brown goes to second, Bernhoff at third, and then Berg goes to left, and I think Beneda exits the game, right? Is that right, left fielder?
You got it. Those pitching change amount visits, as you mentioned earlier here, Greg, brought to you in part by Lemoore Drugstore at the Bank North Mall here in Lemoore.
There's a pitch from Jorgensen. Ball to Rodacher. Cale Rodacher 0 for 1. Grounded out, facing Brown earlier today in the pitch. Ball 2. Game approaching an hour old here now. And the pitch from the righty. There's a strike. Hard throwing Maddox Jorgensen. He fires pretty good.
Burlington only one base runner so far via walk here today.
And the pitch. There's a rip. That's going to be right to the shortstop. Amdahl going to his left. Makes a nice play.
Well, Amdahl was awfully good on the mound yesterday, and he's been equally as good so far in the couple of plays he's needed to make at shortstop here this morning.
Brady Bachmeyer, the cleanup man, will bat now. He walked his first at bat. He'll face Maddox Jorgensen for the first time today. And the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. Full line of the pitch from Jorgensen. Grounder. Mr. Amdahl over there. Fires across and out. Routine. 6-3 put out. All right, that's going to do it here in the fourth. So we've played 4 complete. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 4-0 Park River.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check off your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology, it's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering, because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
Welcome back to Lemoore. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. We got Chase Miller. We're in the top of the fifth. 4-0 Park River on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's the Babe Ruth tournament today, but Chase, we got lots of stuff next week too, right?
Yeah, go to YourLiveEvent.com. You can check out the complete bracket that's going to be upcoming Friday, August the 1st. Will be in Park River for the State B Legion Baseball Tournament. Park River will play the final game of the opening round for the State B as they will go up against Washburn. Also, we'll have the State A finding out what the matchups are later today from the West and the East. That'll be in Castleton the day prior on Thursday coming up. So still a lot more baseball, 2 more tournaments still to go here before we get to football opener on August 22nd.
Connor Bernhoff digs in. He's 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single against Karhoff today. think Kindred punched their ticket in the A, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Got the Senators, the Reps, Metros, and Royals. Valley City Royals, it looks like, in the other division. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. In the winner's brackets, anyway. So 0-2 to Bernhoft, and then Amdahl and Berg. And the pitch. That one's about 5 feet in front of the plate. Ball one. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Way up high again. Evens the count at 2-2. There's a rip right past the pitcher. He knocks it down. He's got to chase it. It's going to be close. Here's the play, and got him out. That was a nice play by Karhoff. As it bounced off his glove, and he had a ways to go, and he had to run down and pick it up and fire out Bernhoff.
It might be your play of the game so far by Karhoff. What he was able to do right there, as you alluded to, Greg, go off the glove, had to go almost into, if you want to call it, short second base by the time he made the play, and had enough time to get the runner there in Bernhoff.
There's a strike to Amdahl.
4 consecutive batters now that Karhoff has retired after punching out the side last inning.
There's a ball. It's going to be count even at 1 ball, 1 strike to Amdahl. It was 1 for 2, a flyout, and a single today. And the pitch, grounded foul. So that's another Lemoore hardware foul ball.
Going back to Owen Brown, Greg, really nice performance. 3 1/3, no hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Just one against the minimum there in those 43 pitches.
And the pitch. Missing, so it's going to be 2-1 now to Amdahl. Let's see, missing again, so it'll be 3-2 now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count full, brought to you by Chris Mullen, Nodak Insurance Company, Grand Forks, Nelson County. There's a rip to left field. That'll drop for a hit. So Amdahl has a couple singles today.
All their hits have been singles. Got 6 hits, all singles. Amdahl also has a stolen base. Let's get a run in as well.
Cleanup man Berg now. Single and a sac fly for Berg today off of Wes Karhoff, number 1 for the Bulldogs. Karhoff gets the sign, checks first, fires over to first. Back safe as a runner. Karhoff on the mound, throws another one to first, back safe as a runner. Mound and home plate area, all turf here at Lemoore. Otherwise, grass infield and outfield. Dirt in between the bags. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Nice new big grandstand here in Lemoore. That is a nice setup over there. Karhoff again. Runner goes. There's a strike. Throw down a second and not in time. So runner at second now. And another S&T quick stop. Stolen base. S&T quick stop of Thompson. Fast, friendly, and always convenient. S&T quick stop. Small town friendly, big time convenience. And the pitch. Up high. First ball to Berg now. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Only got a couple more pitches left for Karhoff. Greg, this will be pitch 91. You get 95 in a day.
Set and delivers. That one bounces. Kept in front by Bachmeyer. Nice job. Save the runner going into third. Two. swung on and fouled. So Berg stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
For Burlington, you'd like to have Karhoff see if he can get Berg out with 94 pitches. So he's got this one or the next one to try to get him out. Then you have a chance to get one more before his afternoon's done.
And the pitch. Just missing. Count full. Count full brought to you by Chris Moen, Nonak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. That's going to be a walk. Missing outside. That's going to put 2 on now. 1 down. Here's shots.
This will be the final batter for Karhoff moving forward of the game. That 27-28 pitch first inning. He's really done a nice job since then, Gray, kind of, battling, settling in, doing a good job to keep his team in this game against Park River.
Karhoff on the mound, delivers. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to shots. So that's 94, but 95 now, he can finish the batter. I do like that rule, where they don't have to stop right at that pitch count. Just finish your batter and then let's move on.
And I think it makes it a little tough too. Could you imagine coming in a bases loaded situation, 3-2 with 2 outs, and you need one more strike to finish the game off?
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Nice big bent and gets it in there for us.
Shots was thinking about it. He didn't bring the bat through, but he kind of looked at it. So we'll see if they go with that old Uncle Charlie one more time.
Here's the 0-2 coming from the righty. There's a fly ball, and this will drop for a hit. Amdahl rounding third. They're going to hold him as center fielder does a nice throw in. But it'll be a single for shots.
Yeah, you had the waving of the arm from the head coach, Coach Magnuson. Then Tudor throws a one-hopper to Bachmeyer, and immediately, whoa, put on the stop sign there, sir, with Amdahl at third base. But that'll be the morning and early afternoon here for Karhoff.
All right, so we got a pitching change, and our pitching change today and throughout the tournament brought to you by Lemoore Drugstore. From prescription requests and over-the-counter medication, find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Of course, school starting next month, so run in, get you all your school supplies and everything you need. For more information, visit LemoreDrugstore.com or stop in and check them out at the Bank North Mall here in Lemoore. All right, so we'll be back to Lemoore right after this.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Lamore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools from the M18 8-amp Forge battery on sale, $50 off, or buy a 2-pack 6-amp high-out battery and receive a M18 inflator or grease gun for free while supplies last. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lamore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go to lamorehardware.com. That's lamorehardware.com.
Welcome back here. Owen Hansen takes over on the mound for Burlington. So Hansen takes over at short. He'll come in to pitch. Now Karhoff takes over at short. So just a pitcher shortstop swap. And Hansen inherits a bases loaded situation here. He'll face number 6 batter Colton Graveland.
To your point, back to Tudor, it allowed this situation though to allow the infield to come in. Not have 5 runs across. That was a really big throw. We'll see if that can be an assist here for Burlington's perspective, potentially.
Hansen, full lineup. There's a strike to Graveland, 0-1. Hansen not wasting any time here, coming in with a strike, 0-1. Got him to chase. And Bachmeyer loses it, but just a couple feet away, so no harm done. 0-2.
See what kind of play they put on. Obviously, Gravelin would just like to put something in the air in the outfield and see if he can at least, get a productive out with a sacrifice fly. Interesting part of the game right now. If you put one in left center, you got 2, maybe 3 runs coming in, and Chancellor Park River as the example, Greg, to open up this game.
Full line of the pitch from Hansen. Bit high, so it'll be first ball to Graveland. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the catcher for the Pirates, Park River. District 3 champions. And the pitch. Nice curve, but missing. I don't think it's been decided where State Babe Ruth will be next year. I think that'll be decided in the fall, I believe. As far as I know, I'm not 100% sure, but I was talking to someone, Dan, this morning. That's what he was thinking. Here's a pitch. It's kind of a slow roller. They're going to have to go home. They get the out at home. So nice play by Hansen to get the out, get the lead runner.
Zomdell's retired. Berg makes his way to third, and Schatz goes to second. That was interesting one. Almost maybe could have been a potential foul ball. That might be something that Coach Magnuson's going to come over and talk with Dan Haugen, saying from his perspective, was that possibly off the inner foot, just how it, maybe shot up. So they'll talk to the umpiring crew here as they'll get together, because that's either out number 2, Greg, or it's a foul ball and you reset and have a chance to drive a run in here. But I think they're going to say nothing enough to warrant a potential foul, so we'll continue to play.
So Skibitsky now to bat, right? Is that Skibitsky out there? I think so. All right, here's the pitch. And missing. Score is still 4-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Skibitsky to 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk in the pitch. Swings through a big cut, but missing 1-1 now.
Skibitsky trying to drive in a run. Almost had a chance to maybe take a hit by a pitch there to bring a run in on the pitch previous.
And the pitch. Ball from Owen Hansen, 2-0. Hansen pitched yesterday, 34, I think, right? Had 34 pitches, so it's his second appearance in the tournament. And the pitch. Ball to Skibitsky, so 3-1. Walk last at bat. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count full. Full count brought to you by Nodak Insurance, Chris Moen Agency in Grand Forks, and Nelson County. Pitch from Hansen, runners going, and it's going to be a ball. So I'll score 5th run of the ball game now for Park River.
Run will be charged to Karhoff, their first walk for Hansen. They're getting that fielder's choice. So we do get at least 1 run across. Still bigger chance for a larger inning for Park River, though, with base is still full.
Pitch to Beneda, and there's a strike. Beneda still looking for his first hit. Number 8 batter in the order for the Pirates. 0 for 2. Pitch from the righty, Hansen in at the wrist. 1 ball, 1 strike to Beneda.
Yeah, Luke trying to see if he can get that draw a walk or keep the carousel rolling here with another base hit.
Full line in the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. Bachmeyer again. Dig it out. So 2-1.
Bottom of the lineup been productive so far here today, though, Greg. 7, 8, 9, 2 walks and a single so far.
Full line of the pitch from Owen Hansen of Burlington. That one's going to bounce. And Berg will take off for home. Here's the play. No play. So Berg slides in for run number 6. On the wild pitch there.
Yeah, Berg and then Schatz able to come in on that one, as Omdahl was retired on the fielder's choice. So Berg with the previous one. Schatz gets run number 6. Now Gravelin and Skibitsky at 2nd and 3rd.
All right, here's a pitch. That's a rip to right field, and that's going to get past the right fielder. That'll score 2 more. Gravelin, Skibitsky scores. Here's Beneda rounding first, and he'll stand at 2nd. And now the ball is going to trickle away, and Beneda will take off for 3rd. He'll slide in safely. So a 2-run single off the bat of Beneda. And that's 2 more runs now. It's 8-0.
We'll close the book officially on Carhuff. He'll give up 6 runs in this game. Hansen gives up a couple here. Back to Wyatt Carlson. Just kind of caught no man's land. There was Cooper in right field. Make another step. You might be able to glove it. Instead, that one got by him. And then you got 4 runs across here in the inning.
Pitcher's a rip. That's going to get past for Wyatt Carlson in the left field. That'll score another run. Carlson has a couple singles today. So now Owen Brown, 9-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
And you got that double there by Beneda. Then you get the throwing error to allow the runner to get to third. Then boom, Carlson comes up. And bottom of the lineup, definitely table setters here in this one.
Hansen looks at first, fires, swing and a miss. Runner goes, throw down, and not in time. So Wyatt Carlson safe at second.
Owen Brown delivers the base hit here, Greg. Then we'll be starting talking about the 10-run rule. After 5, Burlington then would have to at least score 1 run if their Park River gets one across. If Hansen can get it out prior to that, and then we'll at least be going 6 for sure.
S&T stolen base as well. There's a ball to Brown. S&T quick stop of Thompson. Stop in for your local go-to for groceries, deli, favorite snacks, and more in Thompson. 1-1 coming home to Brown. That one gets away, and that'll take the runner to third base. So Carlson at third now. So big inning here for the Pirates. 5 across. They had 2 in the first and 2 in the third. 9 runs, 9 hits. 3 errors for the Bulldogs in the pitch. Ball to Brown, 3-1.
Since Hansen's came on, 4 batters have reached fielder's choice, walk, double, and single.
Yeah, the pitch from Hansen popped up. Hansen off the mound, calling it, and makes the put out. And that's going to do it here. So Brown is retired. But a big inning for Park River. They'll leave a runner stranded. Come up with 5 runs. All right, we'll head now to the home half of the 5th. Your score is 9-0. Park River leading Burlington on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Welcome back to Townsend Field here in Lemoore, North Dakota. It's the 2025 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament on the airways of yourliveevent.com now through Monday, maybe Tuesday, and all the games for you with live video and audio on your live event. Thanks again to all the sponsors. Thanks for watching. We're heading in the home half of the 5th. 9-0 Park River leading here over Burlington. First offering from Jorgensen to Tudall. Misses. It's going to be 1-0 to Tudall. Tudall single today. Maddox Jorgensen back on the mound. The righty fires in. And there's a swing and a miss. Yeah, the big U.S. flag beyond the center field wall, not blowing as much as yesterday. And you can tell, boy, it is warming up. Here's the pitch. It's a ball. 2-1 now. It's heat advisory, I think, in effect now till 8 o'clock tonight. So it's a toasty one. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up. Catcher going back behind the plate and can't quite make it. Bounces off his glove, lands fair, or was in foul territory, but so the runner will come back. Here, the batter, 2-2. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Strikes out for out number 1.
Yeah, first a strikeout for Jorgensen. In relief. So far, he's seen 3 up, 3 down.
Wrist struck out first time at bat. And the pitch. Grounder. You go to third baseman. Up a sharp hop, fires across. Made a nice play. Bernhoff over to shots for the out. 2 down. Now it's Easton Rackness. Rackness 0 for 1. He flew out his first at bat, so he'll face Maddox Jorgensen of the Park River Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. High. 1-0 to Rackness. Coming up next, we'll have Botno against Lemoore, another elimination game. Scheduled at 1:30. There's a strike. 1-1. And Chase will have the 2 winner brackets game later on today at 4 and 6:30. And the pitch. Low. 2-1 to Rackness. There's a rip. And that should fall for a hit. It does to center field. They're going to try and go to first. They're going to get him out. Wow. Carlson made a nice play. Thought it was a single, but Carlson fired into first base and got him out.
8-3 on the putout.
8-3 on the putout. Wow.
That's no, still intact.
Yeah. Wow. All right. What a way to end the inning there. All right. So we have played 5. Let's head to the top of the 6th. It's still 9-0 Park River on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Halsted Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halsted, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halsted Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halsted Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Okay, we've played 5 here at the first game of the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament, and we'll head to the top of the 6th. Park River leading this one over Burlington 9-0, and winner of this one plays tomorrow at noon, and they'll take on the loser of our last game tonight, Central McLean or Thompson. So,
going back to that was one heck of a play by Carlson there to the first baseman to get that, because like you said, you think you're going to get a base knock if you're Burlington, then you don't really put 8-3 in your heart too often when you're scoring at home.
Here's a pitch to Bernhoff. Can be high. Yeah, sometimes you see the 9-3, but 8-3. Yeah, that's
8-3. The only thing that we haven't seen then would be a 7-3 potentially.
7-3.
That'd be a whole different story.
Yeah, that would be 1-1 now to Bernhoff, who's 1 for 3. Pitch from Hansen. There's a rip. That might drop for a hit. It does to right center, and that's going to get past the right fielder, Rackness. Bernhoff will hold at first with the center fielder backing up. Nice job there by Tudor. So long single off the bat of Bernhoff. Now Amdahl. Amdahl having a nice afternoon or morning here. He's 2 for 2.
Runner at first base now, and Park River looking to get that 10th run across.
Hansen checks first, throws over, and back safe is Bernhoff. Rodacher holding him on. And the pitch. Strike, throw down to second, and not in time. So Bernhoff at second, another stolen base. They're made possible by S&T Quick Stop of Thompson. Your local go-to for groceries, deli, favorite snacks, and more in Thompson, North Dakota. Here's the pitch. Grounder, going to go to short. Shortstop fires across and out. That'll advance the runner to third. So Carhoff over to Rodacher for out number 1.
Those are just the little things Park River's done well, right? Bernhoff just reads the play in front of him, and if you have at that time Carhoff maybe deke the throw, right? You might be able to get a guy, but he's just waiting for that to leave the arm, and now the infield's going to come in here with that potential 10th run.
Berg up, cleanup guy. Pitch is low from Hansen, 1-0. So Berg, single, sac fly, and a walk. Full line of the pitch from Owen Hansen. That one's blocked by the catcher. Blockmeyer's done a nice job back there.
He's been kept busy in a game that got underway right before 11 o'clock, nearing an hour and a half here today.
And the pitch from Hansen. There's a strike. So 2-1 to Berg.
Berg's had a productive day. 2 runs scored. Run driven in.
And the pitch. Low. 3-1 to Berg now. Hansen the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count full. Made possible by Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Get some new fresh balls, looks like. All right, so Berg back in the box. Payoff coming from Hansen. It's going to be a walk. That'll go 2 on, 1 down. Benjamin Schatz now is 1 for 2. A walk, fly out, and a single today, facing pitching for Burlington. Park River fell to Castleton yesterday 2-1. Burlington fell to Gwinner yesterday 4-0 to get to this tournament, or to this game. Throw to home, and fake throw down to second as the runner goes. So it's be a ball, and Berg safe at second now. So 2 in scoring position here with 1 down. Pitch from Hansen. Hopped up. First baseman in foul territory will make the play. So that's going to be 2 down. Shots pops up. Runners stay put. Here's Graveland, the catcher.
Burlington kind of skating on thin ice here, Greg. They got the last out with the last inning, to not avoid the 10-run rule. Trying to do it again here with runners in scoring position.
So still 9-0 Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Park River leading. Trying to advance to that noon game tomorrow. He's talking with the Burlington coach. I think they're staying up north in Valley City. Here's the pitch. At the chin, 1-0 to Graveland.
Yeah, Garrett Thompson, number 18, into the game now for Park River, batting.
Garrett Thompson. So Thompson batting. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thompson is his first plate appearance in the tournament. I don't think he batted yesterday, I don't think. Pitch from Hansen. It's a ball. 2-1 to Garrett Thompson at the plate now for Park River. And the pitch. Just missing. 3-1 to Thompson. Three-one coming from the righty Hansen. That's a ball. It's going to get away. Runner will take off, and here's the play. He slides in safely for the 10th run of the ball game. So Bernhoff scores number 10, and a runner at third now too.
Now runners at scoring position. There's your 10th run of the contest. Of the corners here, and got by Bachmeyer behind the plate, and tough one there if you're Bachmeyer. Just got out of the glove just enough to slow it down to where it wasn't a quick backstop ricochet either.
Hansen delivers. There's a strike, runner goes. No throw down. So Thompson at second now.
And defensive indifference on that one.
Pitch from Hansen. High again. So it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to Skibitsky. He's walked twice and a strikeout today. So Evan Skibitsky, number 7 batter in the order for Park River. Looks at third in the pitch. Missing outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Skibitsky. Full line of the pitch from Hansen. Hopped up. First baseman going to his left, right in front of the dugout, and makes the grab. So Rodacher makes the put out, and that's going to do it here for Park River. But they come up with that 10th run, and we'll head now to the home half of the 6th inning. And last chance for Burlington. The 8-9-1 batters when we return.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Welcome back here to Townsend Field in Lemoore, North Dakota. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller as well. And right now we're heading to the home half of the 6th on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And it's 10-0, Park River leading over Burlington. So Burlington facing elimination here, and Park River trying to move on. Play tomorrow at noon, the noon game. That'd be our first game tomorrow at noon. Here's the pitch. Pitch is going to be high from Jorgensen to Sarda. Be 1-0 to Sarda. Sarda, Rackness, and Karhoff here. Pitch from Jorgensen. There's a strike. 1-1. This game over hour and a half old now here in the 6th inning. Pitch from Jorgensen. That one's going to be outside. So it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike to Sarda. 0 for 1, flew out his first at bat. Reminder, post-game here, we'll have some post-game interviews coming up. There is a 1 hopper to second baseman, dives for it, comes up firing and gets him out. Nice play by Brown. He had a ways to go on his left and dove and came up with it and fired over shots for the out.
Well, he can pitch and he can also field pretty well here for Mr. Brown.
So Rackness now will dig in. new batter up, or is it Rackness? Here's the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. Count from Jorgensen. And the pitch. There's strike 2. And the 0-2 from Jorgensen. Just missing 1 and 2 now. One ball, 2 strike counts. That one is swing upstairs. And it'll be a strikeout. So now Burlington down to their last out here in the bottom of the 6th. Herhoff digs in. It's 0-2. And the pitch. Popped up. Pitcher, catcher on the right by the on-deck circle and can't make the play. Bounces right off the glove. So Graveland can't come up with it, so Karhoff stays alive. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Strike 2 at Karhoff. Burlington down to the last strike here in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. Swinging fly ball. It's going to go over to shortstop. And now the second baseman makes the play. That's Brown. And that's going to do it as Karhoff is retired on a pop-up to second. So time of game, hour 34 minutes. And Park River is going to win it over Burlington 10-0. They're going to win by 10-run rule here in the bottom of the 6th. So let's check out the schedule. So Park River stays alive in the tournament. They will play tomorrow at noon. And they will take on the loser of Central McLean versus Thompson. So that'll be our first game tomorrow. So noon start time. Park River awaits to see who they play. And the Central McLean Thompson game is the last game tonight at 6:30. So Burlington is eliminated in the tournament as they go 0-2 in the tournament. But congratulations to Burlington on a great season, making the State B for the second year in a row. They go 0-2 here, but nothing to hang your heads about as they make the state tournament and make a good appearance here at the state tournament. So, all right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in Lemoore.
Welcome back here to Townsend Field in Lemoore. It's time now for our Dakota Heritage Bank score interviews, and Chase Miller standing by. Take it over, Chase.
Thank you very much, Greg. Joining us here, the starting pitcher and the winning pitcher of record, Owen Brown, able to go 3 1/3, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and no hits in 43 pitches thrown, 1 of 4 at the plate, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored as well. Owen, let's first things talk about just on the mound, what was working for you early in this game, attacking the zone and getting ahead of batters, and pretty much just going against the minimum so far here in your time.
Well, my coach just told me to go out there and throw strikes, and got a great team behind me to help me. That's all I had to do.
Able to get some runs on the board in that 5th and the 6th inning. What was kind of working for you guys throughout the course of this game, putting the ball in play and getting a 10-run rule here through 6?
Well, when one person hits the ball and it just kind of clicks for all of us, then, yeah, good things happen when we're putting the ball in play.
Let's talk about Maddox Jorgensen, who came in relief for you there. What'd you just kind of see from him attacking the zone as well from Maddox?
Yeah, same thing. He just needed to throw strikes. We're back there for him. And everything worked out.
Let's talk about your defense to have Amdahl and just the infield. What are they able to do? And heck, we got an 8-3, throughout there a little bit as well. But what's it like to see on the defense?
Well, it's just great to see everyone making plays. We know we're capable of it. We just gotta keep confidence and just keep it going throughout the tournament.
Last thing for you, Owen, biggest thing moving forward will be what as you get ready for another day of baseball tomorrow here from Lemoore?
We just gotta keep filling up the zone and getting bats on balls, and good things will happen.
Hey, Owen, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Yep, see ya.
That again, Owen Brown with us here. Back to you, Greg.
All right, thanks, Chase. We appreciate that. And our post-game interviews brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. You can visit the website of dhb.bank. Okay, let's get to our post-game here on yourliveevent.com. And we're going to do our player of the game first off. And player of the game brought to you by Egg Country. Egg Country Farm Credit Services, focused on egg, focused on you. Find an agent today. Visit their website, eggcountry.com. And, of course, we're going to go with Owen Brown, who just was interviewed there by Chase. So congrats to Owen Brown. Owen Brown unofficially had him down 3 1/3, 43 pitches, no runs, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. And that's Owen Brown, our player of the game, brought to you by Egg Country. Agassi Precision Ag, play of the game, your local precision planting dealer. Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. And for the play of the game, we're going to go with that bottom of the 5th when we had the 8-3 put out. Center fielder Carlson thought it was a single, but Carlson fired out the runner and got the runner out there at first, fired into shots, and made the put out. So that was in the bottom of the 5th. That's our Agassi Precision Ag play of the game and our connection of the contest here. HTC, discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Good pitchers here, combined no-hitter for this team. Brown and Jorgensen. Jorgensen 2 1/3, 27 pitches, no runs, 2 Ks, no hits, 1 walk. So that's brought to you by HTC. All right, well, game 1 complete. Goes to Park River over Burlington, 10-0. And I'll take a little bit break here. Make sure to click the next link. We got Bottineau and Lemoore coming up here for you next at Townsend Field. And that's scheduled today at 1:30. So we'll probably be back about 1:10, 1:15, roughly, for the pregame report on that one. So once again, Park River plays tomorrow at noon. They stay alive. Bottineau is eliminated. Burlington. Burlington's eliminated. They go 0-2 in the tournament. Next game coming up, also another elimination game of the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament here in Lemoore.